coach will then provide error correction. Today we will read a passage multiple times to work on increasing your fluency. Remember, fluency is rate, how well you read, like you're talking, accuracy, making sure that what you read is correct, and expression, what your voice sounds like as you're reading. We're not going to read as fast as we can, but as smoothly as we can. Today we're going to take turns reading this passage for 1 minute. Each time we read, one of us will begin by being the reader who will read the passage for 1 minute. When you are not the reader, you will be the coach, noting words read incorrectly and a stopping point. After each reading, the reader will graph their score, and the coach will then provide error correction as needed. You will then switch roles. Each time you read your passage, you'll try and read more than you did the previous time. Okay, are you ready? So you're going to be the reader first, and I'll be the coach. I'm going to listen for any errors you make, and I'll start the timer for you. Okay, so I will start the timer when you start reading.
If you can't have a dog or a cat as a pet, how would you like to have a pet spider? Children in South America often keep a tarantula.
Okay. So I like how you went back and you changed that word. Even, you said ever, and then you went back because it didn't make sense and you said even. So you stopped at legs and you got 88, 89, 90, 91 words in your first cold reading or in your first reading, okay? So you can graph that on your chart. Make sure if I make any mistakes, you count them on your fingers. You're just going to hold your finger up if I make a mistake. So that means you have to follow along as I'm doing it as well. Oh, and you get to set the timer for me. Okay? But make sure you follow along after you start it. If you can't have a dog or a cat as a pet, how would you like to have a pet spider? Okay, stop the timer. Okay, how many errors did I make?
2 mistakes.
Okay, 2 mistakes. So I had again. We're going to read it 4 times and see if our rate can go up. That means how quickly we're reading. Remember, we're not going to read super duper fast. We're reading at a good rate. Okay, whenever you're ready.
You can't have a dog or a cat as
No mistakes that time, so you are very accurate. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. So that time you had 100 on your reading. So you went up 9 words. Wow. Reading, make sure you're following along to catch if I make any errors. Okay? If you can't have a dog or a cat as a pet, how would you like to have a pet spider? 153. Whew. I went up a little bit too. So you're going to read it again. We're going to see if we can get past 100. You're doing a great job of increasing your rate whenever you're ready.
If you can't have a dog or...
You got further that time, and you still didn't have any errors. That's really great. 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109 that time. I'm going to read this time. Make sure you're paying attention for my errors so you can help me be a better reader as well. If you can't have a dog or a cat as a pet, how would you like to... I only had 1 error that time.
61.
Nope, look at, where is it? So it's 163.
64, 65, 66, 165.
Got 165 that. Okay, whenever you're ready.
If you can't have a dog or a cat as a pet, how would you like...
And you still had no errors. So you had 136 people believed, right?
Kill.
Would kill. You were at kill. Okay. 136, 137, 138, 139, 140, 141, 142, 143. You got 143 that time. That's really great. So you did a good job increasing your rate and maintaining your accuracy. Awesome work today.